out of Long Beach Harbor. Looks like I got a fish on. Nice, first drop. Slow pitch jig rod with a jig on there. And got to start off the day with a little sculpin. Nice. First customer of the day. Woo! Nice little fish. Thank you, Mr. Sculpin. Pleasure doing business with you. Man, they're such beautiful fish. And they taste really good too. There we go. Yeah, Mr. Sculpin. Looking for something a little bigger today, buddy. I'm gonna let you go. There he goes. Back down. Nice. Yeah, just heading out, just exploring. Just right outside the Long Beach Harbor. Just in the shipping lane there. Found a little pile of rocks on the fish finder. Decided to check it out. Kind of get an idea of what I was looking at. Right there. See that pile of rocks? And then I looked down and saw some fish on the fish finder. Dropped right on that little pile. And we were good to go. See some fish popping back up on the fish finder. Let's drop real quick. Like I said, slow pitch jig rod. Little $5 jig off of Temu. Straight down. Let's see if we get another bite. I brought some squid today. Might put a little bit of squid on the hook just to entice the fish a little more. Let's see if this jig does it again. All right, we're at the bottom. Jig it a couple times. See if we have any luck. Right over that structure. There we go. Got a little biter. Something was interested. Come on. There's a couple taps. And we're on. There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Let's not let some slack in the line. Nice easy reel. Oh yeah, something's hitting it good. Oh yeah, feels like it came off. Bad hook set. Let's go back down. Something was tagging that thing. The tough part about the slow pitch jig rod is really ripping the rod up and getting a deep hook set because it's so bendy. You got to reel into it. And I was trying to reel quickly in order to kind of set the hook by reeling into it. Let's see if we get another opportunity at this. You win some, you lose some. Definitely not giving up. Looks like a good spot. Might reposition the boat so we drift right back over it and try that again. All right, looks like a pretty productive rock. Let's get back over it. I don't see anything on the fish finder anymore. I'm gonna back the boat up so we drift back over it again with the wind. Here we go, we're getting hit. Something tapping. There we go, rip it up a little harder this time. Get that hook set nice, feels good. I'm gonna reel it up quick so we don't get that slack in the line. Last time I think I got a little slack in the line, it wasn't reeling fast enough. Shook its head and came off. Another sculpin. There we go. All right. Whew. Redemption, baby. That's always fun. You can see a real solid hook set there in the lip. Yeah, it's just got to make sure not have that slack in there. The other one got away right as he was coming to the surface. I'll put some slack in my line here. Deal with Mr. Sculpin. All right. sure not to touch those spikes. Let's get this hook out nice and easy. And there we go. Nice, beautiful fish. Whew. Thank you, Mrs. Sculpin. Love those things. Well, got to do that all in one take. Missed a fish. Came off right before it hit the surface. I think I was reeling pretty quick. Felt the line getting slack, like he was just swimming. The hook wasn't set well on the first one. Went back down and got another one. You can see here it's my slow pitch jig rod. It's a Penn Fathom 2 lever drag. This is the 10 extra narrow. And it's a 20-pound line on there, 20-pound braid, but it's the Max Quattro, so it's like a 15-pound braid. It's ultra, ultra thin. And this stuff kind of cuts your fingers up. You got to be careful. And I've got that Harrier Daiwa rod. It's a slow pitch jig rod. I don't know if you can make it out here. 6 foot 6 inch, medium heavy. This will handle a 300-gram jig and 40-pound braid. And it's like a little bass rod. And like I said, just got an FG knot there with my fluoro, 20-pound fluoro. Little tactical angler clip there to quickly remove my jigs if I need to. And this is a cool little 100-gram jig I got with a little, you know, flash at the end of it, little mini assist hook. It came with 2 assist hooks. You could see I cut one of them off. I don't like having 2 assist hooks on there because a lot of times I catch and release, and 2 will, you know, foul hook the fish and hook it in the face and stuff, but I don't like that. 1 seems to work fine. If you absolutely want to catch fish and eat fish and keep fish, then you can keep 2 on there, because in that way you have a better chance of just guaranteeing the, you know, the fish stays on the hook. All right, just gonna do a little tutorial today, if anybody even cares. So I marked that spot, like that rock. I put it on my Navionics, I marked it. And you can see our drift, it's going like this right now with the wind. So I want to drift that rock again. So I'm going to set up like, if it's going that way, there's a little more structure up here. I'm going to set up like right here. Start my drift so I have time to get ready. And then just click go. And then that way I can just take the boat right back up there, and then the drift, if it's going this way, will drift me right back over that structure. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to set back up right over here, and we'll start filming again and see if we get another hit. Here we go. We're drifting back towards the spot. Let's see if this works. Textbook style. Let's see if some fish show up on the fish finder when we hit that structure. You can see here we're about to hit it. Drifting into it any second now. Might do a special treat for you guys after this. Might head out to the 50 fathom line, because right now for rockfish we have to be past 300 feet. It said that slow pitch jig rod can do 300 grams, which means about a 10-ounce weight. So maybe put a 10-ounce weight on there and some squid and drop down to 300-400 feet with the slow pitch jig rod and bring up a big old rockfish. Maybe we'll do that next. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, we're not drifting at all right now, which is really good for the deep water spot, because if you drop 300-400 feet, you really don't want to keep scoping out and keep reeling back up. You want to stay over the structure. Now we should be right over the structure. As you can see, we are directly over it. There we go. Couple little fish on there. We are right over the rock right now. Those are very small fish. Probably bait fish, almost nothing. But we're right over the rock. Let's get back out there. All right, let's reel this back up a little bit. Drop it back down. Man, it is a beautiful glassy day today. There we go. Felt some interest. Nope. Come on. Something biting, you can see it. Let's set that sucker. Come on. There we go. Set that hook and reel it up. That's what I'm talking about. Another Sculpin. All right, Sculpin day today. A decent one. That's a keeper. Woo! My wife said she wanted some Sculpin. Said it's their favorite fish, which I agree. Absolutely delicious. Now that is a keeper, baby. About a 2-pounder. A little bit of filet meat on him. Yeah, well, she wanted Sculpin today, so there's my squid. Is that something else that he ate? What you got in there? Let's see what he's eating. Yeah, it's like an octopus or something, or a squid. All right, we're gonna keep this guy. Whew! Hit it about 10 feet from the surface. Oh shit! What the hell? Slow pitch jig rod, baby. Wonder if I could land this thing. Come on, baby. Come on. You guys saw it jumping. What is it? Oh shit. Is that a shark? Something jumping. Ready? Here it comes. Looks like a shark. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh shit. Oh man. Gotta be careful with this guy. And he's foul hooked. Or, I don't know what kind of shark that is. Gotta somehow get that jig out of his mouth. Look at that. Let's see if I get the pliers on there. Don't want to hurt this guy. Don't want to hurt myself either. Come on, little guy. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yes. Woo! That was insane. So glad I was able to get that hook out without hurting him. And without hurting myself. I thought he was gonna turn around and bite me. Don't have that much experience with sharks. Gotta be upfront with you guys. But my heart's pounding. That was pretty cool. Pretty exciting there. Damn. Yeah, on the way to 300 feet down, about 15 feet from the surface, it just stopped, just like when you're catching bluefin. And you feel like you hit the bottom in 3,000 feet of water. You know, it's just the fish hitting your stuff and swimming. It's only one thing I could say. Booyah! All right, glad he got away. Glad I still got the hook. Glad he's not hooked. And glad I didn't get bit.